Good evening, I'm Zalamar Kotso, student 2155962, and today I will be demonstrating my chemical reactive process that involves washing soda, which is sodium carbonate, and Epsom salt, which is magnesium sulfate, in a bid to produce magnesium carbonate precipitate. First of all, we'll be preparing the sodium carbonate by heating household bicarbonate of soda, which is sodium bicarbonate. This is shown here where sodium bicarbonate baking soda is being heated. The involvement of heat energy creates a decomposition reaction where sodium carbonate is formed. And there is water which is released as steam as well as carbon dioxide. Wearing a face mask as a safety precaution against the excess carbon dioxide gases is ideal and recommended. Heating the powder for an excess of 10 minutes on the stove, which would perhaps be a furnace under continuous process and industrial conditions, and stirring ensures that the reaction reaches completion. Stirring of the reaction is important, and as the powder is being heated, it will be releasing carbon dioxide and steam. And once it stops releasing carbon dioxide and steam, that's when the reaction reaches completion, and that is your indicator. So for now, we will close the pot, which would be the furnace, and then we will see for any release of gases in the form of steam and carbon dioxide. Once all this is over, it will end up being washing soda, which is sodium carbonate, and we will continue the reaction from there in a bid to form magnesium carbonate. In the second step of the process, we take the product that we had formed in the first reaction, sodium carbonate, and we place it in a mixing unit. In the mixing unit, we add an amount of water that is 10 times the moles of its own amount to form a new product called sodium carbonate decahydrate. So this new product will be in liquid phase and will be a more diluted form of sodium carbonate, in order then to take that product and mix it with the Epsom salts later on. So you add the water. The water will be added into the unit, and it should be 10 times the moles of the sodium carbonate. And then we mix it. Make sure that it dissolves. Our third unit is the reactor, where we add the diluted form of sodium carbonate with the diluted form of magnesium sulfate. We add around the same amount of moles because it's balanced, and once we add, we start stirring. As you can see, it formed a precipitate. This precipitate is magnesium carbonate, and the solution within the solution is water and sodium sulfate in aqueous form in the water. So our next step will be separating this precipitate, which is magnesium carbonate, from the solution. Our next step is filtering the precipitate and separating it from the solution using a funnel, as you can see, and we will be able to recycle the solution, which carries a lot of water, back into the system in order to dilute the Epsom salts as well as the washing soda. So we now do that. and wait